Hello, and it's Ed Huck with Keller Williams Realty and the Ed Huck team, and I'm here today to talk about pocket listings. For the last couple of years, we've been getting a lot of questions about pocket listings and the advantages and disadvantages. So I've said, let's dive in and create a video. So, pocket listings, the pros and the cons. What is going on with all these pocket listings? So, just the other day I had a customer, I was at a baseball game and had somebody tell me that they were so excited that they sold their house as a pocket listing. And the first thing that popped into my head was going, oh my gosh, I hope the agent that worked with them told them all the pros and the cons. My worry is most agents are not. So that's why I'm making this video today. So pocket listings, what is a pocket listing or an off-market listing? A pocket listing in the real estate world means that somebody's asked me to potentially market their house just to all the friends and customers that I currently have. So I'm basically taking that information that they're willing to sell their house and putting it in my pocket. And whenever I run into somebody, I can remember that, oh yeah, the Joneses need to sell their house and they're willing to sell it for X amount of dollars. So we also call these off-market listings. The pros for a seller are you can increase your privacy, meaning not as many people know that your house is for sale. Could potentially result in a lot less showings. Also could be less time on the market. Could be a way for the customer or the seller to try to test the market. And there is a possibility that the seller could actually save some commission if there's only one realtor involved. And that's only a possible. It doesn't always happen that way. There's some pros for the realtors. There's possibly less work. There's less cost to market the house. I don't have to pay for my stager, my photographer, or anything that to go over. The agent might get both sides of the sale, meaning you'd be working with a buyer and working with a seller. At Keller Williams, we don't represent both parties. We think that's a conflict of interest. I know some brokers do that. We don't. And we either work with just seller or just a buyer when it comes to our representation. We can still facilitate the transaction for the other party, but we'd only represent the buyer or the seller. And the realtors might get the potential buyers or sellers to use other services that they provide, whether their brokerage owns a mortgage company or a title company or an insurance company. So let's get back to marketing. What is marketing? Marketing says, one of the first rules of marketing is the more possible exposure that I can give to, in this case, a property, the more amount of money I'm going to sell it for. I think everybody agrees with that. If I'm trying to sell a car and I put a car up on, in my driveway with a for sale sign on it, I'm only going to get a few people that walk by it. If I'm going to put it up on a busy road, okay, great. I'm going to get some more people to look at it. I might be able to get some more money for my car. If I put my car on a website that is syndicated across the whole United States, of course, everybody knows I'm now going to be able to get more money for my car because I'm going to attract way more buyers. So some of the cons are less exposure. So if I'm not marketing my home on all the websites and all the different channels that we have nowadays, I'm going to have less opportunity for multiple offers. It's going to potentially mean less money in my pocket. I would say all the time, 90% of the time, it's going to mean less money for you in your pocket. And the interesting thing nowadays is it's going to be, if I have one buyer that I bring to one house, they're going to have their set of terms that they're going to have. If all of a sudden now your house gets listed and you have 20, 30, 40 people through your home, and now you have 5, 6, 7, 8 offers, and people know that they're competing, you're going to have more and more buyers out there that are going to be potentially cash buyers, potentially buyers that aren't going to be doing home inspections or maybe waiving their appraisals or letting the seller stay in their house for an extended period of time. So if you're not marketing your house to the whole market, you're definitely leaving money out of your pocket and potentially a lot of other favorable terms out of your pocket too as well. So anytime anybody tells me that, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about selling my house and, just keep it on the quiet. And if you find somebody, let me know. I always sit them down, explain them all the pros, all the cons, so they know that there's some huge disadvantages to doing a pocket listing or a listing that's just exclusively listed inside of my brokerage or inside of my team. So if you have more questions, I'd love to chat more about it with you. But make sure you know what you're doing before you decide to sell your house with a pocket listing. Make it a great day.